Hello everyone, welcome to the third video in this Blender tutorial series where we are building the Flappy Bird model. Okay, in the third video we're going to be creating the animations using the model we previously created, and then we're going to be exporting the model with animations and importing it into Unity. So, first thing I'm going to do is in Blender I'm going to switch to the animation view, and I'm going to press Z in this preview panel and select material preview. That's so I can see it animating once I've done it. Now we can get started on the animation. So in the scene, with the mouse in the scene view, I'll press numpad 1 to see the front view. Okay, now we come down here to the animation panel and I need to select action editor. I'm going to create a new animation called flying. And now we can start to pose these bones and create the keyframes of the animation. So I will select first the left wing, press R, and move it into the top of a flapping position. I can actually copy and flip the transformation of that bone over to the other side by pressing Ctrl C, selecting the right hand bone, and pressing Ctrl V. The reason that works, if you recall in the previous video, is that we have named, under our armature, we've named our wing bones wing.L and wing.R. So another reason the naming of those bones is important in Blender. Okay, so with those posed in the upward position, I can press A to select them all. I'm now ready to insert a keyframe. First, I'll check down here in the animation panel by pressing I that I have insert keyframes selected to inactive group. I will now move my mouse to the scene view and press I again, and I will insert a keyframe for rotation because I only rotated those bones. Okay, so this is the first frame. I'll scrub along to, I think 7 is about right, and I'll start working on the second frame. So I will now select the left wing again, rotate it all the way down to a kind of a bottom flapped position. I want to copy that transform, so Ctrl C, select the right bone, Ctrl Shift V, and I'm ready. If I press A, select the whole armature, and press I now in the scene, I'm ready to insert the second frame where the scrubber is. Okay, so let's just check that those two are working. That looks about right. Now I can insert the third one. I can actually just copy the first one to the last place to insert a third frame. So I'm going to select that, Ctrl C and Ctrl V to paste it at the position of the scrubber again. So if I scrub my whole way across now, you see the complete animation. The last thing I want to do here is to just define the beginning and ending of the animation. So if I scrub to the first frame, click playback, set start frame, then scrub to the last frame, click playback. It's too late in the day. Click playback and then set the end frame. Now when I scrub to the beginning and press space to preview it, it's looping nicely because it knows how long the animation is. Press space again to stop it. So I'm happy with that, and I'm ready to export the model and the armature over to Unity. Well, export it and then import it into Unity. Okay, to export stuff I need to select what I want to export first. So I'm going to do that from the outliner panel here. I'm going to select the armature, and I need to select every mesh that I want to go with it. So some of the meshes are inside other components here. So Control Select. Let's try this again. So I select the armature. Control Select the left wing, the right wing, the bird. I need to expand the bird because there are some pieces inside the bird as well. Select all of those, and that is everything. Yep. So now I can go File, Export, FBX. This is the file format that Unity supports. And I'm going to check the selected objects box here. I want to select armature and shift select mesh, and I will click apply transform. I'll export that now to this bird.rigged FBX file, and that should be ready for Unity. So let's get over to Unity, and let's first move this. We'll copy the FBX file we just exported, into the Unity project folder's assets models folder. So Control V, go back into Unity. Okay, there we go. Straight away Unity recognizes the file, and if we check over here on the right hand side, we can actually preview the animation we just created. Great, but we also want it in the scene and actually running as part of our game. So to do that, I'm going to drag and drop this into my scene. Wait, before I do that, I'm going to find out where the camera is. Okay, there it is. All right, so Alt and left click to move around. Right, so let's try that again. Drop this in my scene now. And if I click on the camera, hopefully I can see the bird somewhere. Yeah, so I'll just move this bird back closer to the camera. Window layouts. Is this one? No. Window layouts. 2x3. Cool. Right, so let's select that birdie bird again. Okay, so the bird, let's move him in front of the camera. Like so. Turn him around. And move him towards that camera a little bit. There we go. All right, cool. Just so we can see it when the game is running. Cool. So, right, where was I? Oh, by the way, I had Y set on the keyboard for transformation there. Okay, so now that I have the bird in the scene, I need to make sure that an animation is going to be running. So I can click on the inspector panel, click add, and I'll add an animator. Okay, an animator requires an animator controller. So we need to add one of those to our assets folder. Click on assets, right click, and I'll create this animator controller. So, wow, I'm going blind. Animator controller there. And I'll call this the bird animator. Sweet. Bird animator. I will fix that. And if I double click the bird animator, I open the node graph for this. And basically what happens here is when the game starts, the entry point is looking for the next node to run. And if I can now add from our models, expand the bird rigged FBX, and I can actually copy or just drag this flying bird animation, Armature02 flying animation, into the node graph. Now, as soon as the game starts, it's going to run this flying animation, but of course I want it to loop as well. So I'm going to right click, make a transition, and point it back to itself. So when it's finished, it just runs itself, that animation over and over again. Okay, I will save that. And if I now fill the animator controller field here with the controller that I just created and run the game, and we should see the bird flapping his wings. There we go.